Good Wednesday morning, and God, I do thank you for the opportunity just to say, God, I thank you. As most of you who are listening or paying attention know, I'm going to give you a little of this, and I'm going to give you a little of that. But today, I'm going to give you a lot of politics. And I'm not looking at it or coming to you from one side. I'm coming to you from standing and sitting in the middle and dealing with this from the standpoint of a person who happens to be an American citizen and trying to survive. I can think back to over a month ago, I did a post concerning the price of gas. And someone decided to respond back, and I welcome the response, that if gas prices was a problem at that time, then I didn't plan well enough. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. Well, we're now sitting in a place where I got gas a couple of days ago and the price was at $4.19. I was able to get it at $3.99. I don't care how you look at that, that's not a discount. I spent almost $50 to fill up my car. And thinking back to the post and the response that was given to me, this is not anything any of us planned for. See, the beautiful thing about this country that we live in, they're fail-safes in place, and they anticipate certain things. So we're kind of set to be okay when things kind of go opposite of what they should. Except no one planned for internal destruction. I speak only based on my opinion. And something tells me there's a lot of people thinking and feeling the same way I'm feeling. Let me try this. On Saturday night in D.C., there was a attempted assassination attempt. And I am almost certain the majority of all of us thought and felt the same way, and the way that we thought and felt was this was a setup. There's no truth in this. This is a deflection for whatever it is that they're trying to not allow us to see, or they're trying to get us to agree to something. And lo and behold, it didn't take less than 24 hours. And what are we referring to, and what are we talking about? A $400 million ballroom. And I just paid almost $50 for gas to put in my car. But we're talking about a $400 million gas ballroom. If you go to the grocery store, that dollar that you work hard to get, it doesn't go anywhere as far as it used to go, based on our economy is in shambles. We're being told one thing, but the truth is, you and I, we are paying to live, and it's taking more to actually try to live in this world we call ours. Now, there are some people who are really enjoying the fruits of our labor. So this doesn't really affect them. They're still trying to cut a lot of different things that we are needing in order to survive. You are now telling people who are getting SNAP benefits what they can and can't purchase based on those SNAP benefits. It's not about making life better. It's about dictating what we can and can't do and looking at people down your nose. We got a situation in this country, and I never thought I would be able to say this, but there's a country in Africa who depends on these United States for drugs to assist in HIV and AIDS prevention and sustainability. This country that we live in, this administration, our leadership, as of tomorrow, which will be the 30th, we're negotiating with them, this country, the leadership. And if they do not give us their minerals, rare minerals, then that assistance that they need for their country and the people in their country to continue to maintain a life, live, keyword there, live. If they don't make a deal, it will be stopped as of the 30th, which is tomorrow. It's people's life. This is the country that we live in. This is what we're doing. This is how things are going now. But what's sad about that? I'm talking about this country in Africa. But we live here in this country here. And the same thing applies. It's sad. You want to destroy the less advantaged while you continue to make the richer even richer. You will say things when things are not going the way that you feel they should, or people are falling in line, applauding you and agreeing with you. And because we're speaking our mind and our First Amendment right gives us that right, so I thought. But it seems as though things are changing if I don't think like you. Thinking as an individual or opposite of the leadership puts me in a place of I'm wrong here in America. I meet people all the time from different countries, and I listen to them. And this is not what they thought they were coming into, but this is what they're dealing with. And this is not anything about that person not appreciating the opportunity to be here, but it is about that's not what I thought based on what I imagined or what I was told before I showed up. And co-signing with what they're saying, I'm with them. Now, I want to give a glass half full opportunity here. I speak to a lot of young minds. I got a gentleman who happens to be 22 years old, and we were discussing politics. And the one thing I'm learning with everything that's going on in the world that we're living in today, the younger minds are actually being more open to have certain conversations on this level when once upon a time they wouldn't. So there's a plus in this. But let me get back to my story. As I was talking to the young man and I asked the right question, are you registered to vote? And he is. I said, are you planning on voting in the midterms? He said, well, I plan to. I said, okay. I said, I tell you what, here's what I would like to do with your permission. I'd like to, when November shows up, I want to plan a Saturday. The only one that we'll probably have, because the days have gone from 15 to 10 days in early voting. I want to pick you up I want to take you with me, and I want us to go ahead and cast our vote so that we can go ahead and get this taken care of, because it's that important. Now, if you were listening, you heard me say the days have changed from 15 to 10 on the early voting. It's not a problem. Now that we know which is half the battle, adjust to it and get it done. You got time to figure any and everything else out? Make this a priority and plan accordingly so you can get it done. Don't wait till the last minute. And early voting allows you to go to any voting precinct that happens to be open and is doing early voting, and you can cast your vote. Take whatever IDs you need to take. If you are in possession of a passport, your voter ID registration, your driver's license, your ID card, take every single solitary one of them with you, so anything that they may come back with, you can be ready for it, because this is that important, and we are fully aware we're going to be dealing with that. Get ready. Plan. Plan not just by yourself. Go ahead and start talking to your friends, your family. Go together. More eyes on the table. It's that serious. You're not voting for you. I'm voting for you, and you're voting for me, and we're voting for everybody else. This ain't about the color of your skin. This is about right and wrong. We got to do something, because this is officially gotten out of hand. And back to the gas prices, because it's an internal destruction of our democracy. No one planned for this, so we don't know how to react to this outside of, come November, we have to vote. Be blessed on this Wednesday. Give thanks on this Wednesday, and we will figure this thing out and get to the other side and learn from these errors so that we can correct them going forward. Take care.